Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Brendan Myers and welcome to my 30 for 30 series where almost every single day we're providing new bodyweight workouts that you can do at your home, at the park. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
They got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems. I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and tell me.
All right, here we go. Chest and back for this 30 for 30 series. Now, just a reminder, every single day at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we post our new videos. So turn your post notifications on. If the workout is not posted, it's a rest day. Recover, stretch, do a little cardio, but don't do too much. The next video will be pretty damn difficult. All right, now before we jump into the actual workout, I wanna introduce you to a few tips that you could be utilizing not only in your workouts, but outside of your workouts. So let's jump right in. All right, here we go. Quick tip number one, AMRAP means as many reps as possible. Stop once your form starts to collapse. Quick tip number two, go for a jog today. I recommend at least 1 mile. Number three, the positioning of your scapula is super important for any movement you complete. So make sure you keep them retracted and depressed unless told otherwise. Quick tip number four, prepare yourself for the high stim sour gummy pre-workout from Create You, coming soon to a store near you. Number five, your warm-up should consist of different movements to warm up your rotator cuff and neck. Find some on YouTube and do them for 10 minutes prior to this workout. And number six and last, if you aren't losing fat or weight as fast as you'd like on your cut, your macros may be out of whack. Make sure you're eating enough carbs and protein and get to work. All right, here we go. We're going into zombie drag push-ups. First of all, we need you to have some socks on your feet. This is a ego push-up, meaning you do not need to bring your ego into this movement at all. So if you need to go on your knees, wear some sweatpants, wear something that will protect your knees as you're dragging through. But it's very important that you're doing it properly. Your hands are gonna be just outside of shoulder width apart, all right? Your feet are gonna be on the ground as so. The back of your foot is gonna be placed on the wood here. And as you're gonna do is almost protract your scaps to be in a strong position and squeezing your abs as much as possible, all right? You're gonna be coming down, tucking in that chin, neutral spine, coming down and pushing forward here. Piking your hips slightly, 2, 3, and 4. Then you're gonna come right back, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you notice, I'm piking my hips and also I'm keeping my abs as tight as possible. In order to keep your spine and your hips and everything from shifting, you need to squeeze everything in your body. And so almost a full body movement. Then we're gonna be moving into chair rows. All right, so one hand is gonna be placed on the ground. All right, you're gonna find a chair that you can grab the top of it as so. Just right here. It's almost as if the crease on this chair is going right here, the crease of your wrist, okay? And as you go up, let me show you, you're gonna squeeze everything in your abs. You can bend your knees if you would like, about 90 degrees, completely fine. Again, remove your ego from this. Tuck in your chin. You're going to only be going up about halfway. You're not gonna be able to go all the way up in this movement. So you're gonna be here, pushing off the ground, keeping everything stabilized, squeezing your abs, and coming up, squeezing, and back down, okay? One more time so you can see it perfectly. You're gonna be here, squeezing with that left, and coming back down. Now I don't want you to internally rotate at your shoulder or abduct too much, and stay tight, and that's your first superset. Okay, next superset is gonna be focused more on your chest. Crazy hard superset here. Clap push-ups with a pause. Okay, you can go on your knees if you would like. Knees would be here, squeezing in your butt cheeks, your glutes, whatever you want to call them. Hands, first of all, I just want to make sure you're doing a push-up correctly. When you're in a push-up, you don't want your elbows to be flared out like this. It's not good for your shoulder joint. Imagine this as it's not. Just because you do more reps doesn't mean you're doing it correctly. So what I want you to do, drop your hands to your side, come out about 30 to 45 degrees, then place your hands here. That's your positioning, okay? We're gonna go down here in push-up position, squeezing in our abs, completely straight, tucking in our chin as so, squeezing everything, coming down and up. Pause and up, pause and up. Now open up your fingertips as much as possible, grab the ground. Next, we're gonna be going into 10-second pulsator push-ups. So same positioning, push-up position. You can go a little bit wider if you would like, not too wide. This is not a wide push-ups, just pulsating at the bottom. So you're gonna be here, you're gonna come all the way down, squeeze here, about halfway. You don't wanna be too low, about halfway, and you're gonna be coming up and down super, super fast. As fast as you can without your chin coming and doing all of the work for you. And then we're gonna be following through with and finishing off with a 10-second chest squeeze. So hands are gonna be right here in front of your face, tucking your chin. Notice my spine from the side, okay? Squeezing in my glutes. You can also stand up in this positioning, okay? Our hands are not gonna, our elbows are not gonna be too low. We want them to be super high. Push them away from your body slightly, okay? It's not gonna be too close. A little bit further away and pushing and holding and squeezing in your abs and keeping that chin tucked, and that is your chest superset. All right, back superset. Now this superset is so important with technique. Make sure you're paying close attention. If you don't feel it in the right places, you're not doing it correctly. Trust that process. Now we're gonna be going on our backs, okay? We got floor push-aways. Now you can put your feet flat on the ground if you want. Most important thing though is keeping our lower spine attached to that ground, okay? Your arms are gonna come out about 30 to 45 degrees right here, okay? Instead of your shoulders internally rotating like this, that's not what you want. You want everything to be straight and centered, squeezing in everything, okay? Now when you push away, I want you to think about everything staying completely straight up. So it's almost as if it's going here and it's boop, like that with your arm, all right? Boop. You like that sound? Okay, so we're gonna be here, squeezing and holding in this position. It's almost as if you're trying to curve your spine this way. You're not gonna be able to, obviously, but if you're here, it's in a neutral spot, keeping everything tucked. It's absolutely brutal. Then we're gonna be going over here to these single arm couch rows. Now this is one of those movements that I highly suggest that you have something that can give you a little bit more room to work with. If you don't have a couch or anything, you can try and use a chair and pull at the bottom. But essentially, that's what you're gonna do. Move the pillows, whatever you want, okay? You're gonna be on here. You can have your leg to the side, or I do suggest you have your other leg on the actual couch itself, have your chin hanging off. Main thing here is staying tight with your abs, okay? Now your hand, you're gonna see my hand placement, it's gonna go under, okay? You can't really pull not only the bench or the actual couch and your body off the ground while you're on it. If you can, DM me, I'll give you $100. So what you're gonna do is essentially move away so that your shoulder is pushing into the corner of this couch position here, and you're going to pull as much as you can and as hard as you can for the entire time, okay? So just pulling. Now I don't want you to be here. I want you to be tightening everything in and almost pushing your elbow into the couch as well. So pushing it in and pulling up, keeping everything tight, not going here, and that is your superset. Okay, all you're really gonna need is a door pull-up bar or pull-up bar at the park, that's fine. But as many reps as possible, practice handstand push-ups. Okay, so our hands are gonna be just outside the shoulder width apart, all right? You do not want your elbows to flare out and your shoulder joint to internally rotate, not good for you. Also, you wanna make sure you're fully extending at the top of the repetition and going to the top of your head. You're not going to your mouth, you're going to the top of your head. Practice handstand push-ups. So you're gonna pike at your hips, almost push your body away from the ground. You can bend your knees if you'd like to. You can also go on your knees and come down to the top of your head, but positioning is gonna be here. You can also open up your stance a little bit more if you would like. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna go top to the top, making sure that, again, my elbows are not flaring out and not too far in, right about at that middle angle here, and then pushing right back up on my toes. And notice how I go from a little bit more flat-footed to going on my toes more as I come all the way up. So watch me again. So it's here and then up. I want to get that full extension at the top, going into as many reps as possible on your pull-ups. Now, the most important thing here is retraction and depression of your scaps. So look at my scaps, retract and depress, okay? So we're gonna be in that position while we grab the bar, okay? Now, instead of our spines going in this overextension as so, you see this a lot of the times in the gym, what I want you to do, squeezing your abs, tightening everything, okay? Tucking your chin, and you're coming up to right about your eyes and coming back down. And if you're on a pull-up bar that you can reset at the bottom, great. If you need to use an object or something, completely fine. And that is your superset. Here we go. Only one exercise for this movement, as many reps as possible though, so you're really pushing yourself. Remember, if your technique is getting lost, collapsing, stop right there. Rising to the dead. Push-ups, okay? So you're gonna be fully, it literally is what it sounds like. So you're gonna be fully out and extended here, okay? Tucking in your chin. Your hands are going to be a little bit outside of shoulder width apart. You'll see why in just 1 second. You're gonna squeeze in your abs. Now what you're gonna do is essentially pull yourself here and then push up here with your feet. Look at my feet, right there. You can tell it's on the top of my feet and I'm wearing socks, and then you're gonna come back down and come right back out. Come here, pull and up. These are gonna be tough if you do them correctly, squeezing your abs here, up, come back down. Just going into a push up here. It's almost like you're doing a pull-up into a push-up, and boom, that is your set. Okay, very interesting last movement. So you're gonna find a chair, any type of a chair, your couch, if you can, place your hand in a good setting, all right? Your hand, you want it to be almost at the edge, it's just like the crease right here. You want it to be closer to the edge of the chair, okay? It's just stabilization for yourself to make sure that you're doing this movement correctly. So remember the push-aways, we tucked our chin, abs were squeezed in, everything was straight, and all we did was bend our knees and we came up and we held here. Well, you're doing it with one arm now, and as many reps as possible. So you're gonna basically be here, okay? Allow that elbow to come out about 30 to 45 degrees, and you're gonna come up and think about squeezing on that right side, as if you're tightening all your abs and tightening everything on that right side of your entire body, and allowing yourself to push a little bit here or pull a little bit here, but not too much. It's more for stabilization, okay? So it's here, and come right back down. Squeezing and everything, tucking in that chin. And as you do it a couple times, you'll see and you'll feel, okay, I need to switch it up a little bit. I need to move over here. My muscles aren't activating here. If you do it correctly, you will feel it. Woo, baby, that is your workout for today. Jeremy's laughing behind the camera. Thanks for tuning in for this 30 for 30 workout, full upper body pretty much. If you do all the movements correctly, you're definitely gonna feel it. Now remember, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single morning. If the workout isn't posted, it's a rest day. Recover, relax, stretch. You're not gonna lose your gains, I promise. And don't forget about your nutrition and the quick tips at the beginning, including our pre-workouts that are coming out with Create You very, very soon. I'm Brendan. Comment down below, give me your feedback. Do you enjoy these workouts? Do you hate these workouts? Do you like my eye color? I'm kidding. Anyways, turn your post notifications on and I'll see you next time. Peace.